So I'll just quickly go through what Turnitin is. Then you're going to submit an assignment on behalf of a student, so you can experience exactly what the student sees. Then we will briefly discuss the similarity report, the AI writing indicator, but you can see in content item number 5, the tutor experience of marking an assignment. That is where we will spend the majority of today's workshop. And of course, we can't finish without letting you go with some resources and extra support. Okay, what is Turnitin? I realize you may know this already, but it's good to have a refresher. So it is an entirely web-based submission and feedback tool. Although when I say it's web-based, you will rarely, possibly never, have to go to turnitin.com. You will always or usually enter the Turnitin environment via a link in the UQ LMS, which is Blackboard. The main features that tutors use Turnitin for is, number 1, the text matching software. And it's a huge database. We're talking millions of journal articles and student papers and billions of web pages. Number 2, we will use the feature, the AI writing indicator tool, and it is evolving. It is getting better and better all the time, and I'll talk about that later. This is where we will spend the majority of our time using the marking functionalities in the Feedback Studio. You will learn how to annotate and give overall messages of feedback to your students. You will learn how to use a rubric, and you will learn how to give a general encouraging audio feedback as well. And finally, the last feature we like to remind everyone is that Turnitin is thought to be very beneficial to course coordinators because it can allow students to upload a huge variety of file types. So whether the software is looking at a PDF or a PPT or a docx or a text file, the software is still able to do the text matching. All right, Marianne, how are you? I just noticed you came in. So, Marianne, we have already accessed learn.uq.edu.au, and everyone has found, excuse me, everyone, while I just jump over to the other screen. So everyone has found their online workshop like this. So Marianne, if you go into your Blackboard, you should see your Turnitin online workshop. Can you give me a thumbs up when you find it, Marianne? And if you have any trouble, Marianne, can you please just put your hand up or type in the chat, because I've got a colleague here today who can help you. All right, I'll keep going for now, because we've got other people waiting. Oops, I'll just check the chat. Okay, thanks, Marianne. I saw your message. All right, so let's remind each other that text matching is perfectly acceptable, and in fact, for academic best practice is encouraged. We need the students to be referencing literature, referencing the ideas and theories of those who have gone before us. So text matching is perfectly acceptable, and sometimes the percentage is quite high. The problem is when the ideas or words of another are presented without the proper acknowledgement, credit or attribution. So this is why we use the Turnitin similarity report to help us identify which text matching is acceptable and which is not, and therefore might need to be escalated to the academic integrity officer in your school. All right, we have done our brief overview. Now we are going to submit an assignment on behalf of a student. So what I need you to do is jump into your course. So So I'm going to jump into mine, which I've lost. That's helpful. Here we go. All right. Everyone go into assessment. Just keep jumping with me. Oops, sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. Just give me a thumbs up. Everyone can see my assessment summary. Then I want you to jump down to assessment 1, a critical film analysis. Now, don't worry if mine looks different to yours, because I do this workshop over and over again, and I don't always update my own, but I prioritize updating the participants one. So at the very top of your workshop, you should see one Turnitin submission link. Underneath this Turnitin submission link, you should see the 4 resources that have been given to you already in the calendar invitation. The ones in the calendar invitation are the same as the ones here. And apologies, Michael Paul, if you don't have them, but I assure you the participants do. Okay, participants. So Hayan, Kira, Hannah, and Marianne. What I need to make sure of now is that you have downloaded either a student A or a student B to your computer, and that you are ready to upload that to the Turnitin link. So it doesn't matter whether you're downloading it from the training site or whether you're downloading it from the calendar invitation. Just give me a thumbs up or a big smiley face when you can assure me you've got those files somewhere ready to go. Thanks, Kira. All right, super. I think we've got enough thumbs up now for me to keep going. All right, so when you submit this assignment, inside the Word document, you don't need to open it, please. Just be aware, inside the Student A and the Student B document are 4 sections of text. The first section is from ABC Justin News. The second one is a straight copy and paste from Wikipedia. The third one is from a website. And the fourth one is an AI-generated piece of text. So that's what you're going to submit. All right, Kira and Hannah, can I ask you to, when we do this now, can I ask you to submit student A, and you as well, Michael? And Marianne, Hayan, and Paul, can I ask you to submit student B? All right, just follow along with me. Everyone now click into the submission link, which is at the top of the folder. So this will automatically take you to a new window, and you will see there are some dummy students in your course called Studious Student. Here is the option to submit on behalf of a student. Now, you will probably never do this in real life. We're just doing it today for the workshop purpose. So you can see in mine, the first ones have already submitted. This one has not yet submitted. So I'm going to choose number 3 and press continue. And now you are seeing exactly what the student sees. So can you choose now your student A or your student B? Everybody okay? Choose your student A or your student B, click open. Now, at the moment, it's not submitted. Click upload and review. Just checking in the chat. Oh, thanks, Marianne. Super. And it is still not submitted. The student has no excuse to complain. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I put the wrong file in the Turnitin submission, you know, when they're late. Or sorry, oh, I know you said 1,000 words, but it's only 707, you know, because at this preview section, they can see the file size, the file name, they can see the word count, and they can even flip through the pages to double check. All right, I'm not going to press submit because I don't want to skew your similarity report results, okay? So I'm going to X out of this, but can everyone go ahead and press submit? Okay, so then what you'll see, eventually, it doesn't take too long. I don't know if Paul or anyone else would like to comment, but in my experience, it rarely takes longer than 5 minutes. It's usually less than a minute. And you should see the file name here, which is hyperlinked, the submission details, whether it has been graded or not. So the one you just uploaded will have a pen, and then the similarity report percentage indicator. Everybody okay? Anyone else? Super. Thanks, Marianne. That's great. Hannah, Hayan, okay. Thanks, Kira. All right, great. All right, just jumping back to my other screen. So you have submitted this. Now we want to spend time thinking like a tutor and look at the similarity report before we do the grading. We haven't come to the marking yet. Quickly, can everyone just open their microphone? Tell me, what color can you see in that dot next to the percentage? Kira?
Mine's orange.
Orange, okay. Hayan?
Mine is orange, 51%.
Okay, super. Hannah, Marianne, do you have a different color?
I'm still trying to wait for it. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm trying to repeat mine. Maybe it's my
Okay.
laptop that has an issue.
Okay, sure. I'll come and help you in a minute when I get people to discuss the percentage. And Marianne, have you had success? Any chat there? Orange. Okay, thanks. And Michael as well. Cool. Oh, Hannah, your laptop is feeling the cold weather. Okay. All right. What I'll get you to do now.
I'm just reloading and then I'll follow.
Okay,
I'll catch up.
thank you so much. Cheers. All right, so now we're going to look at the similarity report. The first thing you notice is the color and the number, but it's not very helpful. Let's be honest. If your assignment has actually asked the students to copy and paste a portion of text first, or many course coordinators now are incorporating an AI component to some of their assignment, then obviously you're going to have a high percentage. So you can't, even though the color and the percentage is sort of a red flag to your brain straight away, don't trust it immediately. Also, once you go in, please be aware. This example shows you the one on the left is plagiarized. It's only 5%. The one on the right is perfect. So this one, happy with, no need for academic integrity investigation. This one, terrible. This person needs to leave UQ, all right? And the reason is that perhaps the course coordinator said you must put the essay question at the beginning. So, of course, everyone is submitting the essay question at the beginning. So, of course, the system has it already in the database and it will recognize the match. This student here has put a citation in the text. They probably didn't use EndNote or something like this. So the text matching software is matching it. It's perfectly acceptable. This person has also, the course coordinator has not excluded the bibliographic entries. So of course, the text matching says this is matching. So we can't assume the 30% is worse behavior than the 5%. So we are obliged to teach you all this. We don't want to use our workshops just for technical click-through. We want to remind you of the pedagogical implications as well. All right, let me change the share now. And everyone, I want you to open one of your similarity reports. So I have moved to a different account now, and I'm going to open mine that says 29%. Michael or Paul, can you confirm you're looking at my other one now? 29%?
Yes, that's right, Ruth.
Cool. All right. So can everyone just click on the percentage? It will open the similarity report and the feedback studio in a totally separate window. So sometimes it may be hidden on another screen or behind another application. Make sure you don't lose it. Okay, mine is a bit slow as well. So just be patient. There's lots of data coming in.
Maybe you've borrowed Hannah's laptop, Ruth.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's okay now. Mine again. I just had to reload the system, but it's okay.
Yes, you've transferred the slowness to me. Sorry, I'm going to go out and try again. I'll try on this 26%. And everybody cross your fingers. And Paul or Michael, have you had a chance to get yours to load? Yeah, okay, Paul, I'll get you to share your screen so we're not wasting anyone's time. Oh, sorry, my dogs will bark. Sorry, Tuesday I work from home, so. All right, Paul, when you're ready, thank you. Okay, everyone, we are looking at Paul's feedback studio. Paul, can you maximize the screen for me? Thanks. And I just want to annotate. Okay, everyone. The red panel on the right here is the similarity report. Paul, can you click on the 0 flag one? Okay, this is showing me that Paul's submission, the student has not tried to use some sneaky way to hide characters or to replace characters. Now, unfortunately, many non-English speaking background students will do this for obvious reasons. So just check that, but never assume. I'm absolutely positive Australian-born students try to do it as well. Okay, Paul, can you click on the 51 underneath the flags? And now we are looking, oh, sorry, is the dog too annoying? I'll just shut the door. All right, and now we are looking at the sources that have matched for this particular student. You can click into each source. So these are the matches that have been picked up by the software. Can you go ahead and click on the Wikipedia one, Paul? All right, and immediately on the student submission, you can see it has highlighted that text. Now, Paul, can you click on the book icon here? So when you click on that book icon, you can see it shows you the full original source and which part is matching the student's text. So that's clicking into the full original source. You can go forwards and backwards between each source. And don't forget what I said before. If the student has a citation here and the student has put quotation marks, then, I mean, it's very bad practice, but according to the rules, it is acceptable referencing. All right, Paul, let's go down to the list under the 51. Yes. Okay, now this is showing you every single source. Please be aware, because there is so much plagiarism in this particular submission, there is overlap between sources. So that's why sometimes the list is very long, and I'll show you how you can stop the overlapping later, so you're not getting an inflated view. Okay, click underneath the list now, and this is where you can do your filtering. So you can exclude quotes here, you can exclude the bibliography, and also you can exclude certain number of words in a phrase. For example, if you're in School of Political Science, you might have a student submission that has the words, is it the President of the United Nations? I can't remember his actual term, but if there's a term like that, the President of the United Nations, and it appears over and over in the student submission, you might want to exclude a source of 6 words or less. So there's some options for you to reduce that percentage and not get a misrepresented view. All right, now go to the block symbol here, Paul. Thank you very much. So this is just telling you that you haven't excluded any of the ones above. You can also download the student submission here. And of course, in the old days of Turnitin, people preferred to download the submission printed out, etc. Okay, now I'm just going to take over the screen because I need to, and if you can stop there, Paul, sorry, it's not letting me stop. Now it is, thank you. All right, because now I'd like to just give you some information about the new feedback studio that is coming very soon. The new feedback studio is coming in early to mid-August. We are not encouraging the use of it yet. We're just showing you that it will exist for your exploration in semester 2. Obviously, from an academic perspective, and especially for integrity, and from a technical view, we want every one of the academic integrity officers to be still using the one platform to do all their investigations. So by all means, explore the new one when it gets turned on, but don't use it yet. So you can see this similarity score is 38%. Now, it looks a little bit different in the new one, because in the new one, the AI tool will automatically categorize the text matching into 4 groups. So the first group is not cited or quoted. These deserve your investigation. The second group is, and I'll just click into one, this one here. This one is missing the quotation mark, but the system has picked up that there is a reference entry. So it's not academic misconduct. You use this information to educate the cohort of students. Similarly, down here, this one, the student has a reference entry but has not put the in-text citation. So again, the student maybe is a first-year student. They don't know how to do it yet. They're not well practiced. Use this to help them. And finally, the green ones, oh, sorry, it's not jumping to the green. Okay, this green, oops, did you see that? It's not jumping there or staying there. But the green ones are well done. This one is correctly cited and quoted, and there is a reference entry. So you can use the green category to help your tutor group and tell them this is how you do it. Well done, and encourage each other. The flags are here in the new one. So this one found that there were 9 suspicious characters on the page. So the student has played with their, Microsoft Word software and used the Greek characters in the font source to try to throw off the text matching software. Now we come to the AI writing indicator. This is how it looks in the new similarity report. Don't forget, it's not turned on yet. So now I'll get Paul to share. Oh, no, I won't get you to share yet, Paul. I'll just say a few things about the AI writing indicator first. It is developing. It's not perfect yet. You need to use additional evidence if there is a percentage on the AI score. Can everyone again just look at their AI score? Do you have a percentage there?
No, and it's 0.
0. See, that's a problem because, Hannah, I know I used AI. I used Copilot on Bing Enterprise. I used AI to submit the last paragraph of text. So you see, you have to investigate further. So you need to check if they have falsified data. You need to check if there are inaccuracies between, like spellings of authors, for example, and made up references. As an academic tutor, you should have excellent familiarity with the literature and the research in your field. So you should be able to recognize, oh, hang on, Dr. Boiling from UQ, I'm sure his paper was published in 2015, not 2005. So you should be able to see if there are some made up, falsities in the reference list as well. If you have any problems and you still suspect someone has used AI, yes, of course, escalate it to the integrity officer. So now I will share, I'll get Paul to share again, actually, because mine was not working, which is annoying. Do you have one with a AI percentage score, Paul? No. Okay. Let me find one, sorry, on my end, and hopefully it loads quickly. It's still too slow. So this is just unlucky. That's all right. I'll show you what it looks like in the new one. All right. And what will happen in the old one is when you click into that AI percentage score, it will actually bring you to the new one anyway. So over here on the right, everyone, this is the AI, this is the percentage detected as AI. And then there will be the generation submission breakdown, and you can click into there if you need to investigate further. The only other thing I want to say about this is, and can I just get a snip for you to put in the chat? Let me just find it for you. And I'll just talk while I'm finding it for you. Here it is. Okay, I'm just copying it now into your chat. Can you just have a look at this snip in the chat? This is from the AI writing detector, which when you click into the percentage, it will take you to the submission breakdown. Everyone got that image in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, super. So just be aware that now the AI writing indicator in Turnitin also recognizes text that used a word spinner or an AI paraphrasing tool. So students are now thinking, oh my goodness, Turnitin knows when I'm using AI. So what I'm going to do is copy some text from a website or a journal. And instead of putting it straight onto my thing and trying to paraphrase it myself, I'm going to use an AI paraphrasing tool and then put that text into my assignment submission. So now you can see from the snip, the blue part is directly AI generated text, and the purple part is text that the software believes was paraphrased using an external tool. Any questions about that? Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to just steal the share again. Whoops, you don't need to see that or that. And back here. All right, now we come to the main portion of this workshop. So we'll be spending the next 20 minutes doing marking and jumping around. I'm sorry, Paul and Michael, I might need to use you because it's just taking so long to load on mine. I don't know why. It's annoying. Let me just try one more time. No, it's still not loading, which is so annoying. I'll just try one more time. Oh dear, for heaven's sake. All right, let me show you the plan and then I will have to annoy Paul again, I think. So the first type of marking we're going to do is the text comment, bubble comment, and I'll explain how to use the quick marks. Then we're going to learn how to use the rubric, give some overall comments, and then just at the end, I'll talk to you about marking by group. Does anyone need to use the group mark by groups?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. We'll make sure we leave some time. And as an overview, this is what it looks like. You can see the text entry here in the blue. This one is a bubble comment, and this is the icon. The quick marks is this section here. And all of this panel on the right, which is highlighted here, is the generic sort of overall, overarching summary. So that's what we're going to jump through now. Everyone stay in your feedback studio, please, on that extra window. I'm going to stop share and get Paul to share again. Okay, so the first one was the text comment. Paul, can you just take your mouse and click anywhere on the text? All right, stop there. You can see there are 3 icons that appear. Click on the T on the right. Okay, Paul, can you write, these are poor references. Oh no, poor choices of references. But we want to be positive as well. And then quickly write, the previous paragraph is much better. Something like this. Because we don't want to end on a negative. Right, so it's so easy just to annotate all over the place. Click out of that, Paul, or enter. All right, now, Paul, can you find the 4-headed arrow and move it to a better position? It's very awkward, this 4-head. There it is. Okay, so make sure you move it outside of the paragraph or, you know, in a better position so it's not so annoying. So that is the text. Kira, Hayan, and Hannah and Marianne, can you go ahead and just practice a text entry, please?
Yes, I have done
The
it
text-
together with Paul.
The text
Super.
entry was replaced by
Yes.
strike. The letter T was replaced by strike. I'm not sure how to get the T back.
The text entry is replaced by what, sorry, Hayan?
Hannah. It
Hannah,
was
sorry.
replaced. It was replaced by strike.
Ah, okay. So you have to make sure you click on the T.
Yeah, it
Not the
disappeared. Yeah, it disappeared, and then now all I can see is the quick mark
Okay, so
and
what
the comment
happened is,
and strike.
yeah, so what I want Paul to do now is highlight some text. When you highlight text, you get different options, including the strike through.
I can
So-
only see 3 now. So it's like
Yes.
the quick mark, comment, and strike through.
Yeah, but that's only if you highlight. But if you just click,
I see. I understand. Yeah, saw it. Yeah.
okay,
Thank
got
you.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get Paul to highlight and choose the bubble. All right, and now he's going to go to the bubble, and now he can add a lot more detail. So Paul, can you, even if you end up saying blah, 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 yada, yada, that is fine. And Paul, would you mind awfully also demonstrating how to put a link in? And I'll put the link for the APA 7th Referencing Style Guide into the chat. So Paul, could you highlight yada, yada and make it a hyperlink? And throw in the chat URL. And okay. And click out of the whole box. All right. Now, Paul, can you drag that bubble comment to the margin? All right. So can everyone see? You put the bubble comments on the margin, but they are joined by a line. And you can put that anywhere. So if you end up over annotating, sometimes the bubble comments are better and move them to the side. Has everyone had enough chance to practice?
Yeah, got
Everybody
it.
all right? Super. Okay, now we have done the text comment, we've done the bubble comment. Hannah, by sort of by happy accident, showed us about the strike through. So now, Paul, can you click on that bubble comment and choose convert to quick mark? All right, now Paul gets the opportunity to reuse this comment over and over again. So if you're finding that you are constantly writing, you didn't use the correct referencing style, convert it to a quick mark, and then you can just do one click to get all that comment in for the next student and the next one. Let's learn about quick marks now. Paul, in the feedback studio area, in the blue part, can you now click on the top one? That is the quick mark area. All right. At the moment, can everyone see Paul is using a quick mark set called commonly used. He opens this up and he thinks, I don't want to use this one. My course coordinator sent me a particular one. Now open the cog and it will open up all the quick marks available to Paul. Now, I have to tell you, ladies, I think you're all ladies, that except for Michael there, I have to tell you the quick mark set and the rubric belongs to the user. So what you end up doing is importing a file that your course coordinator sends to you. And I'm just writing in the chat, the quick mark file type, oh, sorry, that was with a comma, is a QMS file type. So if your course coordinator sends you this, you have to import this file here. So Paul, can you just show them where the import button is here? Yes. Okay. So if your course coordinator sends you this file, don't open it. Just throw it on your desktop and then import it this way. All right. You can close that, Paul. Thank you. All right, Paul, can you go down here? Let's see if Paul has any that he can edit. Oh, bugger. Paul doesn't have any that he can edit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to refresh my showcase site again because I have many that I can edit. So just 1 second, please. I want to try again. I don't know why it's so slow. Oh my gosh, we've got 11 minutes. That's all right. We've mostly done the text marking. Everyone cross your fingers. Okay, that's all right. I've resumed the recording. Paul, can you share one more time? Thanks, Kira, for letting me know. I'm sorry about this. You'll just have to do some imagining as I explain. Thanks, Paul. Just get my annotation. All right. So if Paul can click back into the feedback studio, all right, and click into the quick marks area again. All right, Paul, can you just click on any of them over here? All right. And then click onto any quick mark itself. And so you can see how it works. It's very easy. This is the set. When you click on the set, this is the comment. When you click on the comment, this is the detail that the students will see. You can also add them to your own set. So if you want to make your own, that is fine. Let's quickly do that and then we'll move away from quick marks. Paul, can you come back here and new set and type ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4 workshop and submit. Perfect. And now you can see this one has a pencil icon because it is Paul's owned quick mark set. All right. Paul, can you click away from that to another one? All right. Click on develop, communicate message, whatever, doesn't matter. And now add to the set and find your own. There it is, ABC, yep, and add it. Can we do another one now? Sorry about all my mess. And add it to yours again. All right, thank you. So now we have 2 comments in Paul's quick mark set. Paul, you can close that and go back to your assignment submission. Now click or highlight somewhere. Anywhere, sorry, I'm being bossy. All right, now choose the left icon, the quick mark icon, and change this to your quick mark set. Exactly. And you can see there are the 2 quick marks that Paul already added, and he can click on one of them and look, it's already here. All right, we have done the quick marks, and I don't know, of course, if your course coordinators use it, but even if they don't, maybe you can benefit from yourself as a tutor, developing your own quick mark set. All right, thanks, Paul. The next thing we're going to look at is the rubric. So can you click here now? All right, this particular assignment already has a rubric attached. So Kira, Hayan, Hannah, and Marianne, is it the case for you guys that your course coordinator will design the rubric, perhaps with your advice as well, but they will be the ones to attach the rubric. So it should already appear when you go in to turn it in. Can you just give me a thumbs up that's the case?
Yes.
Yes, okay, great. So you have some options here. You can use the slider here to mark the student. Yep, can you just do that for all three criteria, Paul? Okay, so at the moment, Paul has given this student a 70, a 57, and a 90, which ends up being 66.8. This score has not gone to the grade centre yet. Don't click apply to grade yet, Paul, but it's only when you click apply to grade and the number shows here that it will go to the grade centre in Blackboard. And the reason we highlight this to you as tutors is if you have a group submission, you want to be careful who is clicking apply to grade. So and also if you have a workflow that has an inbuilt period of moderation where you have to have a team meeting to moderate, then you don't want to click apply to grade before you are instructed to do so. Paul, can you click apply to grade now? Super. Everyone okay? So now this score, thanks Hannah, 1 second. This score will go to grade centre, but the grade will not be seen by students until the feedmark release date in the Turnitin settings. Yes, Hannah.
So my question is, so for instance, if we do not click the apply to grade and we close this window, we don't lose the score, right?
I don't
We don't
think
lose
so.
Okay.
And I can't open it up to check. But Paul, could you open another one? Just close it up here. Yep. And open again. Yeah, it still says 67 there. Sorry, can you minimize that for a second? Yeah, see how 67 is here? So it has kept it. Okay?
Okay, great, thanks.
Super. All right, keep asking. All right. Now, the other way, oh, you can get that window back. Thanks, Paul. The other way to use the rubric, which I personally prefer, is to click here and open up in a new window. And Paul might have to find this window, you know, locked behind something. Now, when I do this workshop with the course coordinators, we actually have 2 hours and we spend the time building the rubric and filling, you know, all of this in. But for you guys, it's not necessary. So it doesn't matter that some of the boxes are empty. All you have to do is fully understand the rubric. Maybe you will do some workshopping of the rubric to make sure you understand the distinctions between the performance levels. And then when you're ready to mark, you just click on the boxes or the cells. I'm sure you can guess our best practice advice to you is always work with 2 screens, have the feedback studio window on one screen, have the rubric expanded on a different screen. So, you know, your brain is not getting lost and you can mark properly. Notice also at the bottom of the rubric is the button Apply to Grade. Okay, so you can also apply to grade from here. All right, I'm going to steal the share again. Thanks, Paul. All right, we've done all the feedback. Just some advice about quick marks, and sorry, I will go over by about 4 minutes, I beg your pardon. Just think about the common issues that need addressing by most students. You don't want your comment bank or your quick mark set to replace the criteria. So think carefully about the difference between the comment bank, you know, giving advice and stuff like this instead of the criteria for marking. But try to match the criteria in terms of the language that you're using. And always provide action points, actionable suggestions. You can create them as you go from the comment bubble, or you can create them beforehand in the quick marks area, and you can share them using that export and then import option. So that is the quick marks. While we're talking about feedback as well, our advice is to use the text functionality for, you know, short feedback at the micro level. So if you're just talking about, you know, the overall argument and, you know, providing an outline in the introduction, you know, maybe comment on that in the text one. But use the comment bubble for detailed feedback. Maybe when you have to connect students to broader learning outcomes, when you have to add links to web pages or remind them about referencing style. So use the comment bubble for more detailed feedback. Keep your tone friendly and helpful. And even when you're being negative, of course we have to be critical. We have to in order to give constructive feedback. Try to feed forward with actionable suggestions. The last part here, and then I have to finish with some resources for you, is about the general feedback summary area. In the feedback summary area, there's 2 places. There's a text field and there's an audio field. Research supports the idea that up to 10 times as many students are likely to open the audio file and listen to your voice than read through all the text comments. So it's sad but true. It's advisable to take, you know, the advantage of that. Paul, could you share one more time and go to that feedback summary area on the right? And hopefully your computer can hear me. So the feedback summary area is the one that is in the middle of the blue panel. So over here now on the right is a distinct panel just for generic feedback. So let's start with the text. Paul, can I just speak some dribble to you? All right. In the text, sorry. So outstanding submission. You met most of the criteria. And you were a good team leader for your group or something like that, you know, if it was a group assignment. So it's very generic, it's very encouraging, it's confidence building, etc. Now, of course, if it was a woeful submission, let's not beat around the bush. It might be more like expressing your disappointment. This is disappointing work. Please go back and consult all the assignment instructions and guidance that was given to you by your tutor. All right. Oh, thanks, Hayan. Good comment there. And this, of course, is totally optional. Of course, if you yourself have experienced negative blowback from students, of course, you do not have to leave the audio feedback. That's correct. All right. Hayan, I saw your question. There is no voice altering in this particular software. If you're in the platform, no. Okay. Also, about the audio feedback, it's a 3-minute single take. Now, you can do as many takes as you want, but you cannot edit it. So, Paul, can you click on, Paul, can you just make sure you're recording my voice and click on the recording? Yep, allow. Thank you. All right. Well done, Michael. Fantastic work. I was a little bit disappointed that your third main body paragraph lacked evidence. You need to consult a wider range of literature to support your argument in paragraph 3. Otherwise, a good wrap up, and I look forward to teaching you next semester. Stop. Yep, and save it. You have to press the save. Paul, the save here. Yeah. Okay, so now you can see the voice comment is there. And as Hayan has pointed out, there's no obligation to use it at all. But of course, in our job, we are obliged to give you the research that says students are more likely to listen to that than read. It's unfortunate, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Paul.
No, so, excuse me. I can ask a question, but I want to practice this.
Absolutely. Of course.
I want to practice the recording, but I click the circle button. It doesn't record.
Oh, okay. So you might have some sort of pop-ups or something stopping that, which is a device problem.
Oh,
Can you share your screen briefly, Hayan? Because everyone will benefit. And then I've only got one more thing to say about the groups. Okay, everyone? I'm sorry we've gone over a little bit. We did start 3 minutes late, actually.
okay. I'll share my screen.
Okay. Resume the recording. And now let's finish with the group assignment. This is your workflow if you have a group assignment. The course coordinator creates the Turnitin submission link. One student submits on behalf of the group. We can't change this. This is a vendor feature. It's not in our power to change this. You will mark the assignment in the Turnitin platform through the link. Then the teaching staff or you, it depends on your responsibility, will go back into the Blackboard Grade Centre column and enter the same mark for the other group members. Marks will be released to students on the date for feedback release that the course coordinator has put in. And then this is the tricky part. The student who submitted the assignment must distribute the feedback that they can see in Turnitin to the other group members. So you'll need to help them, not help them, it's their responsibility. You'll need to give them some advice about whether they do this through a little group session where they share their screen, or whether they save some snips and send it to their group members. We don't get involved at that level. It's really up to you as tutors to organise and insist and remind them, etc. So that is the workflow. All right, I really do have to stop. I'm sorry for going over. So we will send you the link to this recording and the link to our guides. Our guides are very comprehensive for the UQ environment. I think I'll also send you a link to the Turnitin upgrade project page so you can be aware of the changes that are coming. Your course coordinator has access to us for consultations if they want to organise a custom workshop for all the tutors, especially in some of the business courses, science courses for first and second years. You have massive HAS courses, you have massive amounts of students, you know, sometimes 20 tutors. So if you want another consultation, a custom workshop situation, ask your course coordinator and we can provide that as well.